I guess just like on the nose or something. That's an expression, isn't it? They probably didn't mean this though. Right, y'all, welcome back to the Combat Arms channel. Okay, today we're doing another blank test. So today we have some 45 ACP blanks. So we've tested out a lot of blanks. We've tested out 5.7, 9mm, 7.62, I think 380, 22. We've checked out a lot of blanks, and today we are going to be recording a few more videos, testing out a few more blanks. So turns out 45 ACP blanks are not as easy to find as I thought. I found this. I'll link all the websites and stuff down below, so you guys, if you guys want to check them out, you can go check out the websites. But I found this. It wasn't that cheap even. I mean, I guess a lot of this stuff is kind of made for prop companies and whatnot. But here we have our 45 blank. So today we're going to be testing it against a few different things. I tried to change it up and get a few different things that we haven't tested before, as well as, you know, a few things that we have already done on the channel. But I'll do a close-up real quick of these blanks, or of the blank, so you guys can kind of see. So that is our blank round right there. You can kind of see it's got no projectile and it's just got the crimped end versus an actual 45 round. So that's kind of the difference there. So I've been kind of surprised before with the power of some of these blanks. So yeah, again, we're just going to try it on a few different things and kind of see what kind of damage a 45 ACP blank can actually do. So we'll just run right into it. First thing is going to be just a piece of paper. It's like construction paper. And then we have a few other things that I think are going to be pretty fun. So I also don't have my table. I kind of forgot it. So I just moved this log, and I think it's going to work pretty well. So first thing is going to be some construction paper. Then we're going to move on to a can. So we have some Guinness here naturally. So we're going to hit a can, kind of see what it does. It's usually pretty much the same, but I feel like this is going to be cool because it's got like the little nitrogen thing on the inside, so maybe that gives a cool effect. We have an onion, so I guess it'll be kind of cool to see how many layers we can get through with this thing, and also how it scorches it, and also if it's going to make my eyes tear up. And then we have a couple different types of foam. So this is like, I forget what it's called, like dry foam or something, but it's like kind of really squishy and kind of satisfying to squeeze. But we have this, and then we have a foam head. So we're not just going to hit these things once. With some of these, we definitely need to hit it a couple times just to kind of see what the comparison is as far as like the range that you're actually shooting it. And then we also have some clay here, which, let me make sure it's not all dried up. Okay, so it's still malleable. So we have some clay that we're going to hit as well, just kind of see, I guess, what kind of I don't know, kinetic power, what kind of shock wave we're getting out of the actual blank. But we're going to be using my faithful Mark 23 to do this test. So pretty big gun, pretty big barrel. I'm not sure if that makes the blank any more or less powerful, but we're going to load up a few, then we'll get started. Now, last time I went and kind of just tested these to see how they cycle and whatnot. Had a little bit of cycling issues, so we might have that again. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, it's not going to cycle, but like as far as racking it out and stuff was kind of an issue. Okay, so load it up. Okay, so first thing is going to be that paper. I also forgot my eye pro, which is very irresponsible of me. I do have my gas mask I could throw on, but it's gonna look a little bit weird, so I'll just kind of like avert my eyes slightly. But first up is going to be this paper, which I'm going to prop up on some, on like a rock or something. Ooh, that's the MRE phrase, isn't it, huh? And we'll just do this so we kind of have it pressed off a little bit from the actual log itself. That'll work. Okay, first test. I'm going to shoot it pretty far away just because obviously if I do it really close, it's probably just going to blow the paper out completely. But I'll try and get about perpendicular to this. And, ooh, I do have ear pro though. Let me throw that on. Just be completely unsafe with this. Okay, let's do it. Okay, well, maybe a little bit further next time, but yeah, pretty much exactly what you'd expect. It kind of just tears up paper. This is kind of a weird pattern, at least that we haven't seen before. So I'm going to bring it back a little bit and kind of see if we can just see like how much, I guess, propellant or stuff is coming out of the actual muzzle end. Let's see if this will, yeah, so these generally get pretty hung up. pretty badly hung up too. So I think when it actually fires, it kind of messes with the crimping a lot. So these are probably going to get caught up a lot, but I'll just knock it out the back or the bottom there and should be fine. All right, so a little bit further away. Okay, so that kind of was a better representation of kind of what we're seeing coming out of it. And we see this a lot with a lot of the blank tests, but you can kind of see there all the small spattering and holes. I mean, it's pretty directional too, as far as ripping out a pretty good chunk of the paper there. But again, you can see a lot of that stuff still kind of poking through. So yeah, we already know getting hit by a blank close up is not fun. And this is kind of like a good reason why, even if it's not like the actual, you know, heat coming off of it, you're still gonna have some nasty stuff coming out of the barrel or coming out of the blank itself. Okay, next up is going to be our can. I'm gonna do it pretty far away just to see if it like kind of punctures the can and kind of gets that nitrogen thing started. But we'll see. I'm gonna put some rocks to try and hold it in place a little bit, just so it's not like completely falling off. But it's probably just gonna end up falling forward slightly, but let's see how the can fares. Okay, so it dented the can slightly, but we're definitely gonna have to get closer. I'll try and show you guys, but yeah, it kind of just created like some very small dimples on the can there. So we're gonna definitely get this closer and see how close we need to get to puncture this, but we're also having some quality issues with these blanks, which, I mean, it is what it is, blanks are blanks, but all right, let's try this. Okay, so without getting it on my camera too much, you guys can kind of see, oh, that's on the camera. You can kind of see that there. We got some puncture marks. Okay, so, I mean, that was pretty close, but it's kind of cool that it didn't just like blow a hole in it, that we just have those puncture marks. So it seems like with these, for the most part, most of the damage is kind of coming from the stuff coming out of the blank, whether it be like pieces of the casing or again, kind of just stuff that was in the barrel there. All right, we're gonna shoot this even closer just to kind of seal the deal, I guess, if that makes sense. Let me clean my camera a little bit first. Close up, let's do it. Okay, and there we go. So this was, now we can kind of see that direction. This one is kind of punching through it a little bit better there. Okay, so some interesting results so far with this one. If you want to call it results, that makes it sound way more scientific than it actually is, but pretty interesting so far. Okay, now this one's gonna be cool. We're moving on to the onion. I don't know why I think it's gonna be cool, but I guess it's the layers and stuff. Tempted to drink this, but I mean, I already don't have iPro on, and then adding alcohol and guns to the mix, probably not a good idea. Okay, onion time. This one is gonna be pretty fun to test if I can get it from just like rolling off completely. Maybe if I stick it there, that'll be good, cool. All right, so the first one's gonna be a little bit further away, and then we'll try and bring it a little bit closer, see what kind of damage we get. Bruh. Okay, so again, we're kind of tearing into it. Ooh, smells good. All right, so kind of peel away some of these layers. Makes it sound like I'm using like actual ballistics gel or something, but you can really see it kind of caught a lot of that propellant and stuff. So that's all stuff that would be getting embedded in your skin. You know, if you got hit, I don't really know the purpose of these tests. I mean, nobody's really going out there and like getting worried about being hit by blanks, but I guess it's cool to kind of compare them anyway, and see what the different calibers will look like. Again, the 5.7 was kind of the most shocking for me so far, and the AK ones are just like insane. It's probably as dangerous as actually shooting a live round. Not really, but is pretty gnarly. All right, peel away some of this layer just so we can see it a little bit more. And then we're gonna get this one a lot closer. I'm gonna get this almost as close as I can without getting a bunch of gunk in my actual chamber, but we'll see. We'll see how that looks. Hopefully it doesn't just like completely blow it open. Actually, if it does, that'd be kind of cool too. Okay, onion, close up, let's do it. Okay, that was pretty cool. So we got like the scorch there, and then we can kind of see how many layers. You can kind of see the layers there even. It's pretty dope. So I'm interested to see what this looks like with the other blank test that we're doing today, but kind of removing some of those layers there, you can see that. All right, so next up, we're gonna do the dry foam. So I don't know what this is gonna look like, to be honest, but it's gonna be different and it's gonna be cool regardless. So let's do it. Bruh. Ooh, nice, okay. So that is pretty dope. You can really see how it's like, I'm about to eat shit there. You can really see how it's kind of like tearing through the layers and whatnot. So I kind of want to do it like almost long ways and see, and maybe just get like some grazing shots. The sun is coming out and it's creating some crazy shadows. Looks like the Iron Throne. All right, let's try to do it long ways and see how far this can actually like penetrate. Ooh, my poor Mark 23 is just not appreciating this thing at all. Okay, long ways, let's do it. Okay, so that was a little too close. Maybe I just compromised the integrity of the foam from before. All right, let me try and pick up all these pieces real quick. All right, this is what I got so far, which there's really not much to show. It kind of just like exploded it. All right, we'll set this aside for now, try and find these other pieces here in a bit, and now move on to the foam head. I definitely have some of that in my barrel now, but it'll buff. Okay, I don't know where to hit a foam head. I mean, I think in general it feels a little bit psychotic, but I guess we'll just go for the Hollywood headshot first, which is gonna be like right kind of between the eyes. So let's do this. Oh, that's a pretty good shot. Okay. So again, you can kind of see a lot of the stuff that's coming out there. It's getting some pretty good depth too. So I don't know where else to hit next. It did feel pretty much as psychotic as I expected. But let's try and get a little bit closer. I guess just like on the nose or something. That's an expression, isn't it? They probably didn't mean this though. Oh yeah. This dude got a gnarly nose job. And I think he should get his money back. Okay. Oh my God, even like the whole face just got like pushed up. Yeah, this feels weird. I'm gonna move on to the clay. There's that. I'm tempted to just like leave this in my house and someone asked me like, what is going on here, dude? You need therapy. Okay, last up is the clay. I don't know why I smelled it. It smells like clay. So for this, again, I'm gonna do it kind of further back just to kind of see what all we can catch in it. And then bring it a little bit closer. Nice, okay, so this, again, kind of gives us a good idea of what is coming out of that. You can kind of see some of the grains that didn't actually like fire off, some of that gunpowder. So a lot of that is just some of the gunpowder. So again, that is kind of just talking on the quality of the blanks itself, but I'm sure we're also having some of that casing since it is getting so torn up. I'll kind of show you what that looks like. Some of the actual casing is probably just getting pushed out as well. So you can kind of see here, yeah, it's getting pretty jacked up. So probably in between those crimps, you're also having some of that brass coming out as well. Looks like one of those RIP rounds, those fucking gimmicky ones. Okay, last blank on the clay. So let's see how it fares. I don't want to do it like that much closer because I'm going to do it at like an oblique. So I don't have clay coming back into the actual gun. I'm going to do that closer. So I'm going to do this one significantly closer. Okay, we can again kind of see how it was pushing some of that kind of to the side there. Cool. And the nice thing about this is I can just mold it around and then get it ready for the next video. So I'm going to be doing a couple more today. We're going to be doing some Makarov blanks, which didn't know existed. And I guess they're pretty rare. So I managed to find some of those randomly, and then some 308s, which I already know that's going to be a doozy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys already kind of know the deal with these blank videos. Not much to it. Kind of just fun, fascinating. It's just me with adult money, doing things with guns that I probably shouldn't be doing, especially since I don't have iPro. But being as safe as I can so I don't get demonetized. But I might actually get demonetized anyway because, yeah, guns and YouTube and stuff. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to see any of these blanks come up and hit something very specific, let me know and I can try and facilitate that when I'm just out here and shooting the guns. Normally I can bring the blanks out and then try and record that. But yeah, if you guys aren't a channel member on the main channel, or if you're not a Patreon supporter, you might miss some of the behind the scenes content where I might be doing more stuff like that. But definitely stay tuned. I'll try and do some more videos like this where I'm kind of doing some gun stuff as well. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Of course, let me know what y'all think. And yeah, don't take it too seriously because I know I'm not. But that is it for this one. I'll see you on the next one.